Hello students, I am Azmat Ali from Government Polytechnic Manipur Chitrakoot, working as a lecturer in Electronics Engineering Department. Now today we have discussed the subject that is digital electronics, and in this that is for the electronics second year student, and in this session we covered the topics introduction and signal. In introduction we discuss what is digital electronics and why it is used and what is signal, types of the signal, their comparison, application, and so on. Okay, so now first part is introduction. So first one is what is digital system. The system which is studied 0 to 9 is said to be a digital system. Okay, now next one is what is binary digital system. The system which is studied 0 and 1 is said to be a binary digital system. This is it is a special case of digital system. Means the system in which we talk about 0 to 9, then it is digital system, and a system in which we only talk about 0 and 1, means either binary 0 either 1, it is known as binary digital system. In short, binary digital system is abbreviated as BDS. So in whole digital electronics we should talk about binary digital systems, or we design a binary digital system. And digital electronics is nothing that is the study of digital system. And what is digital system? Digital system in simple word can also be said that it is an electronic piece of hardware designed by a logic gates. Now in order to design a logic gate, first we construct the truth table. And before we constructing the truth table, first we identify input and output. We cannot directly design a hardware. So first we identify input and output, then we construct a truth table, then design an hardware, or then design a binary digital system. Okay, now next one is what is signal. It is a function of one or more independent variable which contains some information is called a signal. Okay, now there are the different types of the signals such as random signal, deterministic signal, even and odd signal, periodic and non-periodical signal. But according to our syllabus, there are the two types of signals are coming to the picture. The first one is analog signal and the second one is a digital signal. Now analog signals are those signals which have infinite number of values in a range. Example, sinusoidal wave such as sine wave, cosine wave, etc. And digital signals are those signals which can have only limited number of values. Examples, square wave. Okay, now when we are talking about analog signal, we in simple word we can say the range of time is continuous range, and the range of amplitude is also in continuous, means it has dynamic range in time and dynamic range in amplitude. But when you are talking about digital signal, it has definite time and definite amplitude. So in analog signal, time is in continuous as well as an amplitude is in continuous. But in digital signal, this time is in discrete and amplitude is also in discrete. Means in analog signal, time is in continuous and amplitude is in continuous, but in digital, time is in discrete and amplitude is in discrete. Means it has definite value in time and definite value in amplitude, which is known as digital signal or analog signal. Now next one is comparison between analog and digital signal. Okay, now, analog signal is continuous signal and digital signal is discrete in signal. Means in analog signal, amplitude and time both are in continuous, and in digital, amplitude and time both is in discrete. Now, during the transmission, analog signal affected by the noise, but in digital, during the transmission, digital signal is not affected by the noise. Now, this is the most important point, especially especially in communication system. You know why? Because most of the noise is introduced in the channel, and this noise, when introduced in the signal, in analog signal, this noise cannot be eliminated or removed. It can be reduced up to some level. But when we are talking about digital signal, when the digital signal is affected by the noise in the channel, because of noise, an error introduced in the system, and this error can be detected and corrected it. So that is the advantage of digital signal. That's why digital signal is more preferred as compared to analog signal. No, device which uses analog signals are less flexible, obviously. Device which uses digital signal very flexible. Now the fourth point is very important, that analog signal consume less bandwidth and digital signal consume more bandwidth. Now that is the drawback of digital signal, that it consume more bandwidth, because A to D conversion it requires more bandwidth, and that is the drawback in digital communication system. That is the very disadvantages. It consume more bandwidth. You know why? Because when the bandwidth utilization is more, we cannot multiplex a large number of signals over the channel. The signals transmitted over the channel can be limited. Okay, so analog signal consume less bandwidth and digital signal consume more bandwidth, which is the drawback of digital signal. Analog signal is not portable and digital signal is easily portable. And when we are talking about the hardware, or when we talk about the circuit which uses analog signals, are complex and not cheaper. When we're talking about digital signals, are not complex and it is simple easy to operate, and it is not costly, it is low cost. Okay, there are so many comparison, but we have mentioned five, which is very important. You can also refer book for comparison as well. Now, next one is advantages and application of digital signal. Now, advantages is that error correction is easy. Error correction is easy means by using digital signal, errors can be detected and corrected by using error correcting and detecting codes. And with the help of error detecting and correcting code, the probability of occurrence of error occurrence is also reduced. When we're talking about in analog signal, here we're talking about SNR. But when we are talking about digital signal for digital communication system, in such a case, we use probability of error. That defines the performance of the system. Okay. Now the third point is that third point, since the transmission is digital, more signal can be multiplex. Means you can multiplex text, you can multiplex audio, you can multiplex video. You know why? Why? Because the bandwidth is more, and already we discussed the bandwidth is more. That's why we can multiplex more signal. Okay. Means means we already discussed that the bandwidth is more. Okay. So the bandwidth is more, so it can multiplex more number of signal. More number of signal means what? We can multiplex text to audio, video, and so on. Okay. Now, since the transmission is digital, a large number of noise interference can be tolerated. Okay. Digital system with digital signals can be easily programmable as compared to analog signal. Okay. So there are so many advantages of digital signals. We have mentioned here five over there. Now the application, the most important is digital signal is used in communication systems such as digital communication system, mobile communication, telecommunication system, etc. Image processing, data communication. We use industrial application as well. We use biomedical engineering. We use in instrumentation. We use digital signal in speech and speech recognition. We use in equalization and so on. So there are so many applications of digital signal. Now, when we are comparison in analog and digital signal, so digital signal plays a very important role, or we can use. There are so many advantages as compared to analog signal. So only the drawback of digital signal is that they consume more bandwidth. Otherwise digital signal is very useful today life. Okay, so reference book. Now for digital communication, for digital electronics, the reference book is Digital Logic and Computer Design. The writer is M. Morris Manu, Pearson Publication. So I think this is the best book. You can refer this book, and I hope you enjoyed this session. So thank you so much.